So welcome to Boxing Media Hub, sponsored by Falcon Contracting and boxbets.co.uk. Obviously, I've got Jam with me. It goes without saying. But we've got a special guest with us. We've got Hakan. We've finally pinned him down. He's not on a flight somewhere. We've managed to get him sitting still.
Yes.
As Jam calls him, the human encyclopedia. Welcome, Hakan.
Thanks very much for inviting me to the show.
Honestly, absolute pleasure. Me and Jam love seeing your tweets and everything you get up to. Everyone you meet, you deserve everything that you get involved in. Such a nice man.
Thank you very much, Joe.
No problem at all. Jam, you're quiet.
I know, mate. I'm just enjoying listening back on, mate. I'm just waiting for him to give me some facts on boxing. You know what I mean? He's normally got something up his sleeve to tell us about something.
Well,
he knows his stuff. The boxing encyclopedia.
Here we go. Here we go. We're going for a prediction show. We're going for Alen Babic versus Steve Robinson. This one is at the O2 Arena in London on the 31st of March. Alen Babic, 12 fights, 11 wins, 10 knockouts. Steve Robinson, 8 fights, 6 wins, 4 knockouts. Alen Babic was last out in April against Lucas Rozansky, which he lost TKO round 1, which I think was a bit of a shock for some people. Steve Robinson was last out in July against Franklin Ignatius, which he lost on points in an 8-rounder. So, yeah. Who wants it first? Who's going to go for this one first?
I'll have a quick say first, because I'm just going to say this is it's a medium fight at best, isn't it? It's not really a classic. Babic, overhyped. People talked about him like he was going to be something massive, something great. He's proven now that he's not going to be that. I still think he can get to like a mid-level intercontinental title, European at best, but he's not fantastic. In this fight, I think he wins by knockout in 4 rounds.
Wow. There we go. Yeah, Sam from SWS Boxing, Babic in round 3. So he's sitting around a similar thing there.
Yeah.
And Chris, for once, a decent card from Boxer. Cool, that's a bit harsh. I think the cards have been all right recently. But
I think Boxer's card this year has been pretty good. I have been to 2 of their cards.
As well. The best cards they've had you've been to, haven't you? So they are some of the best people around at the minute. Ben Salam is doing big things. I like what he's doing myself.
Yeah.
Because I'm paying good money to go to them.
Well, this is it. Hakan's flying, so he's got to be enjoying these cards. Otherwise, he wouldn't go.
I agree. I think they're some of the best.
The Jonas Mayer card was pretty good for that price in Liverpool, and Wazi Aziz was pretty good too.
That is 2 fantastic cards right there. I'm sorry, they're 2 of the best fights of the year for me.
Yeah.
So far.
Well, before we go to Hakan, Chris has jumped in and he said, Babic, round 3, that's me being nice. So there you go. Hakan, how do you see this one, my friend?
I think that Robertson is a perfect comeback fight for Alen Babic after the defeat against Rozansky in Poland. And I think Alen Babic TKO round 2.
Wow.
Yeah.
So we're all sitting in that kind of 1 to 3 bracket, as it were. Jam's gone a little bit more. He's been a bit nicer going for round 4.
Robinson's a tough lad. He's a tough lad.
Chris has said, I'm harsh but brutal and I don't care.
I'll get there in that, Mr. Welch.
And we've got Pam. Thank you very much, Pam. Babic, round 1. Robinson doesn't keep his hands up. He is one of those fighters, isn't he, that comes forward, the chin's out, and he'll just slug, won't he? He's very much a slugger. Where Babic, although he's a similar sort of fighter, I think he's got those harder shots, isn't he? You know, are we going to be stunned in this one? Oh, I just don't think we're going to be. Babic will win this and then get back to where he wants to be, back on the road to, you know, getting those wins again. So I think I'm with Pam. I think Babic could do an absolute demolition job, and just go straight in and absolutely pulverize Robinson. As you say, he's a target sitting there waiting to get hit, and Babic he'll do it. Y2J guy, thank you very much. Babic round 2 KO. So no one is giving Steve Robinson a chance in this one.
Ivan Drago's not having much of a hope here, is he?
Good old Ivan Drago. Chris, Robinson not keeping his hands up is like Gemma Collins not knowing how to close her legs. Oh, Chris. Oh dear. Yes. So, Hakan, obviously, another announcement you made to us that it's Lucy Wildheart's birthday today.
Yes.
And a fine talent she is.
Yes. She's from Sweden, as you know, but based in England for 5 years, I think, for her career. And it was I was in Dublin for the Taylor Cameron rematch in November, and she was on the undercard against Guy Nicholson. Sadly, she came up short in that fight, but I had a great time and met her and got this tea from her during fight week. So,
see, you rub it in, Hakan.
All the top girls, mate. He meets all the top girls. He's met some of the greatest British fighters and worldwide fighters.
Every time I see a photo come up, he's between 2 women. He's just got that thing about him.
Mate. He's had them all. He knows his female fighters, does Hakan.
Well, this is it. This is
it. I can. In Sweden in 2016, it was a pretty big fight here. Michaela Laurén against Clara Svensson, a rival fight in Sweden. And this was before Katie Taylor had signed for Matchroom. So women's boxing hasn't coming in England at that time. It came a couple of years after. But this fight in Sweden was pretty big here. And the winner was Clara Svensson, and she fought Cecilia Brackhaus then for the world title, and Michaela Laurén, ex-world champion, also fought Cecilia Brackhaus. So that started my following for female boxing. About 8 years ago, then 2016, and then I flew over to New York to the Taylor Serrano fight.
Oh, what a fight as well!
And that picked up my following for female boxing after that show 2 years ago.
That was a good start. The first lady of boxing, Cecilia Brackhaus. What a fighter she is!
I think we're definitely getting Hakan on when we do the
female shows for sure.
When we're doing, we're definitely it's written now. That's it.
Hakan, a quick question before we wrap.
Yeah, of course, go.
Hakan, what did you think to the Amanda Serrano cancellation the other night?
I was. I think it. When I heard the reason why it was cancelled, I was. And I feel very sorry for Nina Meinke.
Yeah.
They got the what I've heard. They heard it in the dressing room.
The doctor in the dressing room called it off, and she was paid in full though. Mienka was paid in full, 100% of the fee.
Yes, and I think that they should have called it off at the weigh-in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The doctors should have known the day before. That's what I was asking. Yeah, they should have known.
Yeah, it wasn't. What I've heard, it happened on the Thursday.
Yeah. It was a shame, wasn't it? It was a shame.
Yeah.
It was heartbroken. When she was crying, I nearly cried watching it. Honestly, I was devastated for her. It was her hometown. It was a sellout. It was her biggest ever. It got more revenue than the Katie Taylor Serrano fight. So it was a huge, huge sellout crowd.
Yeah, and the tickets was I checked, and the tickets wasn't that cheap either.
No, but everyone got a refund though. Everyone got 100% refund.
And from MVP, they have done more than anyone can say. Full refund to the crowd, and
100%.
And Nina Mike 100% paid.
And rightly so, Hakan, though, isn't it? Rightly so, because Mienke turned up ready to fight. So it's MVP's fault that it wasn't called off before. So it's right that she got paid in full. And it's right, the crowd came out to watch the fight. They were all there in their seats. They paid their money. So it's only right that they all got their money back. So MVP, they done exactly what it says on the tin, mate. They followed through and paid the boxing fans exactly what they was owed. And for me, the winner for me, Jake Paul, hats off to you, lad.
Yeah, I agree. Hats off to Jake Paul for his promoting in boxing. I have some argument of his own boxing career, but what he does for his fighters, it's fantastic.
It really is, Hakan. It really is. He's a complete different kettle of fish from what he does for himself to what he does for Amanda Serrano and the other females in the game.
Yes.
You know what I mean? He literally puts in a lot of money to get them fights. Sometimes he loses money on some of the fights he puts on for these females. But he's getting their names up and then he'll make it back in the long run. And that's what boxing promoters need to do. Eddie Hearn would not have done what he done with Serrano. He would not have refunded the crowd. He would not have paid the fighter the 100%. They'd have got 25% at best. So
I think, what I've heard, they had to give 50%.
What, to Mienke?
To Nina Meinke.
Yeah, to Nina Meinke. Yeah, but Amanda Serrano's put a statement out today saying that she paid her 100% of the fee. She paid her a whole lot, as if she thought.
Yeah, I know. I've heard it on the presser. I watched the presser after the fight.
Oh, okay.
Well,
it's
there
good,
we have it.
Still decent of her. Either way, they both got paid. You know what I mean? That's the way it should be because they both turned up. It's not Amanda's fault, is it, that her eye was gone? So
I'm going to bring it back, lads. I'm going to bring it back for a second.
Thank you, Hakan. Anyway, bless you.
Honestly, Alen Babic versus Steve Robinson. Give us your predictions below. Give us your comments as well. And yeah, big insight there as well with Amanda Serrano and Jake Paul. Big shout out to them. We look forward to what Amanda Serrano can do next.
Definitely.
And do you know what? At the same time, hats off to what Jake Paul is doing in the women's game. So honestly, big shout out to Jam and our special guest, Hakan. Thank you very much for coming on and stay in touch, my friend, won't you? And we'll see you soon.
See you, Hakan.
See you.
Take care. Thank you. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and have some of this.